I promise you there has never been a children's book like this one before. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I present to you the first ever public reading of Richie Meets the Rainbow. This is Richie, a curious lad with a million questions that often drive folks mad. Why is the sky blue? Where do babies come from? And why does my teacher always look so glum? Richie loved colors, the brighter the better, and rainbows were his favorite, each shade a treasure. But one day at school, he noticed a flaw, a rainbow with just 6 colors. What happened to them all? "Teacher," said Richie, his hand held high, "why does this rainbow leave out a stripe from the sky?" The teacher, adorned in a rainbow-themed tee, smirked and said, "That's not something for you to see. For 6 is the number, and 6 is enough. It's modern, it's woke, it's the progressive stuff. But don't tell your parents, they may not agree. We'll keep it a secret, just between you and me." Richie blinked twice, unsure of what to say, but the teacher leaned in a conspiratorial way. "If your parents think otherwise, let us know. You could be our little informant and help our cause to grow." At home that night, Richie felt odd, so he asked his dad while eating some cod, "Dad, why do some rainbows have 6 colors bright when the ones in the sky, they have 7 in sight?" His dad put down his fork and gave him a look, then reached for the Bible, his favorite book. "Richie," his dad said, his voice steady and firm, "there's something important that you need to learn. A long time ago, after storms covered the earth, God sent a rainbow, a sign of new birth. 7 colors, each one with a purpose, a message from heaven and proof of a promise. The rainbow is not just a colorful arc. It's a symbol of hope that lights up the dark." Richie listened, his face growing solemn, and his dad spoke of truth, so steady and calm. Richie looked up at his dad, confused. "Dad, why does my teacher say only 6 colors can be used?" His dad sighed deeply, rubbing his chin with care. "Sometimes people just don't want to play fair. Some try to change the truth and want us to comply. Unrepentant savages twist some symbols and lie. The 6-colored rainbow is a demonic psyop, a way to confuse people with a nefarious plot. The real rainbow has 7, each color with meaning. It's God's promise to us, not just some fleeting feeling. It's not just for the pride of a season gone mad. It's a sign of His grace, a gift to make hearts glad." So instead of ratting out his parents to sleazy communists filled with doubt, Richie chose to tell his dad what the teacher said, the plan that they had. His dad's eyes widened, filled with surprise. Then he hugged Richie tight with real pride in his eyes. "You did the right thing, my brave little one. Standing for truth is how battles are won." That night, his dad spoke a promise so true. "No more of that school, that den of iniquity is through. I'll make sure you're taught by those who love God and follow His word without bending or fraud. But that's not all, son. I will stand up for what's right. I will fight for you and your generation both day and night. Henceforth, I'll make sure those who can't speak for themselves have a say, and my presence at that local school board meeting will be an extended stay." Richie smiled wide, feeling safe in his heart, knowing that from now on his dad would always do his part. Richie knew he was lucky and felt truly glad. A good dad is something Richie wished more kids had. If you want to see this trending in LGBTQ books here in a few weeks on Amazon, this is your opportunity here. RichieMeetsTheRainbow.com. That's richiemeetstherainbow.com. That's where you can go. This book will go on sale later in June for the most demonic time of the year. richiemeetstherainbow.com is where you can go right now. Get your copy at richiemeetstherainbow.com. Personally signed, $40. There's only 2,500 of these hardcovers. If we sell them out, that means the book will have paid for itself before we sell a single copy to the general public later in the month of June, because we paid for this. I paid for this entirely out of my own pocket to make this happen.